Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this April the 30th, 2023. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday out there so far. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay. If you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel yet, smash that subscribe button and you're in. Like these videos, share these videos, and let's talk about what we got in the forecast for today. As you can see across the map here, this is from the Storm Prediction Center. We still have some a marginal risk for severe weather for the Eastern Carolinas, all the way back into portions of Washington D.C. and Maryland vicinity, and a slight risk all across the Eastern North Carolina, Southeast Virginia, and Northeast South Carolina for today. We'll get in more detail on that in just a minute. We're going to take a look at your weather radar. Also, we're going to take a look at the watches, warnings, and advisory map. Also, we're going to take a look at the HRRR Model radar for the next few hours, maybe into Monday and Tuesday, and also your local radar here in Columbia, South Carolina, as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the show on the road here. Like I mentioned, we have marginal risk for severe weather from the Carolinas all the way to portion of Washington D.C. and Maryland. Also, we have some we have a slight risk for severe weather with Northeast South Carolina, Eastern North Carolina, and Southeastern Virginia. We have general storms over portions of Kentucky, Ohio, and Indiana, and also portions of northern Tennessee and West Virginia. Also, we have some general thunderstorms over here in portions of Nevada, Idaho, and Eastern Oregon State, and also some over here in northern portion of Washington State as well, and northern Idaho as well. Okay, if anybody lives in the slight risk area, this includes Virginia Beach, Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, Chesapeake Bay, Virginia, Newport News, Virginia, Hampton, Virginia, and surrounding areas. And if anybody lives in the marginal risk, this includes Raleigh, North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, Richmond, Virginia, Charleston, South Carolina, and Cary, North Carolina, as well, and surrounding areas. And let's take a look at the tornado probability for today. We have a 2% risk for Northeast South Carolina up toward the Washington, D.C. area. This includes Virginia Beach, Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Norfolk, Virginia, Chesapeake Bay, Virginia, and Newport News, Virginia as well. Take a look at the wind probability for today. We can see we got 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow, and if you're in the 15%, this includes Virginia Beach, Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia, Newport News, Virginia, and Hampton, Virginia. Also in the 5%, this includes Raleigh, North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, Richmond, Virginia, Charleston, South Carolina, Cary, North Carolina as well, and the surrounding areas. And let's take a look at the hail probability for today. We have 5% for Northeast South Carolina all the way into Southeast Virginia and the Washington, D.C. area. And this includes Virginia Beach, Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Norfolk, Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia, and also Newport News, Virginia as well. Alrighty, so if anybody in these areas here should be on the lookout for possibly some severe weather, including damaging wind, large hail, and maybe some isolated tornadoes. Excuse me. Alrighty, we looking at the weather radar across the nation. We start off quiet conditions over along the west coast. Still got some rain showers extended from portion of Kansas City and Oklahoma. And maybe there's that little upper level low moving through the central South Carolina region, bringing some shower and thunderstorm activity that will continue to lift away from the region later today and bring fair weather to the forecast area from west to east, and could bring some severe weather. This system could bring some severe weather over eastern North Carolina and northeast South Carolina later today. That's why the Storm Prediction Center has that slight risk of severe weather out for this region. Okay, we got some snow and rain showers over portions of southern Canada back into Wisconsin. We got some scattered showers and thunderstorm activity over portions of Illinois back down into portions of Kentucky, Indiana, and also moving into Ohio. More showers and thunderstorms over southern Canada and also over portions of New York, Pennsylvania. Also some shower activity over southern Canada back into Maine. Also in the portions of Washington, D.C., like I said, out in the Outer Banks of North Carolina and offshore there. Got some shower and thunderstorm activity there as well. So if anybody in these areas here should be on the lookout for showers and maybe some thunderstorms this afternoon. Alright, Guam looks good. Got a few showers just north of you guys. Got some rain, snow showers over portions of Alaska. And got some rain showers on the south side of the Hawaiian island chain islands down there as well. Alright, let's move on to the watches, warnings, and advisories across your local forecast area. As you can see, we got plenty of storm warnings in effect for the coastal areas out in the Atlantic Ocean. Have a flash flood watch with a few flash flood warnings over portions of Maine back into New Hampshire and Vermont as well. Also over here in portions of New York State and the Pennsylvania, and also back down to Maryland and Washington, D.C. area. Got some flood warning going on, flood watches in effect there. Have a lake wind advisory. Got some special weather statement for some strong thunderstorms over South Carolina. Got a couple counties there with some flood warnings. That's probably for the river areas there in southern North Carolina, around the Rockingham area of North Carolina. They're also in effect for portions of East Coast Florida and around the southern portion of Florida, around Miami. Got a gale, got a marine warning down there just south of the Florida Keys. Got a few special weather statements over southeast Missouri, southern Illinois, southwest Indiana, and western Kentucky. Also, we have some wind advisory over portion of Iowa back into Minnesota, eastern North Dakota, eastern South Dakota, northeast Nebraska. Got some freeze warning, also some red flag warnings over portions of Kansas and Nebraska as well. Also, we have some winter weather advisory, winter storm warnings in effect for the Michigan area, northern Wisconsin as well. Some storm warnings also in effect for the United States-Canadian border over the lake there as well. Also, some fire weather watches possible over portions of Washington State and northern Oregon. Got some hydro issues also over Washington State, also into portions of Oregon, Idaho, Utah, western Colorado, and also western Wyoming. Got some flash flood watches in effect and warnings in effect for portions of Idaho, also into portions of Nevada as well. Still got them winter storm, flash flood watches in effect for portions of the mountain chain in California. Wind advisory over southern Nevada, southern California, and western Arizona as well. Got a few areas of some winter weather advisory over portions of northern Alaska. Everywhere else looks good. In the Hawaiian chain island, got a few gale warnings there around the Hawaiian chain islands as well. Alright, let's move on to the HRRR model here. As you can see, I started off at 2 p.m. This here pretty well lining up pretty well with the radar view you just saw. The shower activity offshore, shower and thunderstorm over the Carolinas, snow flying over southern rain shield, just like what the radar was showing. So I do agree with what the HRRR model doing. It's doing a pretty good job so far. 5 p.m. this afternoon, still got a few scattered showers across the Carolinas, South Carolina that is, and the west, east, and central North Carolina. The heavy precipitation will be moving into the Outer Banks of North Carolina later this afternoon, and northeastern North Carolina as well. Also back in the portion of Virginia, all the way back in the Canada as well. The main shower and thunderstorm activity, the worst of the weather, will be offshore over the Gulf Stream and also the Atlantic waters as well. Like I say, still got them showers still ongoing over portions of Illinois, Wisconsin as well. Still quiet over the western portion of the United States. As we continue to go on into your Monday, I'm going to stop it at 12. Well, I'm going to go ahead and, okay, 7 a.m. Monday morning. We got quiet conditions pretty much the whole United States. We got some shower and thunderstorm activity over portions of the Bahamas. We got a 977 millibar low pressure system located over southern Canada. bringing some snow and rain showers to you guys, portion of New York State. Shower and thunderstorm activity over northeast Maine, maybe some heavy rain there as well. Still getting a good bit of snowfall over Wisconsin, maybe getting up to a foot of snow, maybe even a little more in portions of Wisconsin, and also around portions of northeast Minnesota, and also into the portion of Michigan as well, around the Great Lakes region. So in the southeast Canada, may get a little snow out of it as well. Alright, let's continue to move forward. You can see that snow still wrapping around at 11 a.m. Monday morning, bringing some scattered activity over portions of the northeast, mid-Atlantic region from West Virginia to New York State, Pennsylvania, and Ohio as well. Maybe bringing you some scattered shower, maybe a snow flurry or two mixed in possibly. Let's see. As we continue to go forward, this is 6 p.m. Well, I'm going to go to 7 p.m. See, even the triple HRRR model showing a little bit of snow, maybe even for West Virginia mountain. Still getting snow up here around the Wisconsin, Canadian border there, around the Great Lakes region there. Also over southern Canada, and that low pressure system just sits there and spins over the same vicinity. And as we wind it out, I'm going to end it up at 8 a.m. on Tuesday morning. Still got snow flying over portion of the West Virginia mountains, portion of Pennsylvania, maybe get some snow. Also northern Michigan, also back into Wisconsin, also back into southern Canada. We got that low pressure system still spinning over the Great Lakes region as well. We got a system now finally coming in over here around California, bringing some more snow and rain to y'all region over in that vicinity, and also more shower and scattered thunderstorm moving on shore around Oregon State, back down into California as well by Tuesday afternoon. Alrighty, and finally we're about to wrap it up with the National Weather Service Office Columbia, South Carolina weather radar here in Columbia, South Carolina. As you can see, there's that low pressure system continue to swing through the state. Got a healthy line of shower and thunderstorm. I see a warning has been popped up in the eastern North Carolina region for probably damaging winds and large hail. Any of these storms east of Camden from near Darlington, Florence, Sumter, over toward the Grand Strand region, toward Myrtle Beach, Horry. Any of these storms could become severe with damaging winds, isolated tornadoes, and also hail as well. But as you see, the system continue to lift off to the east, northeast. So back over here around Spartanburg, Greenville, Anderson, and Greenwood, y'all drying out. So y'all should start breaking out in sunshine. But like I said, I would not be ruled out a scattered shower or thunderstorm still this afternoon because that spin in the upper levels of the atmosphere. But like I said, most of it should be dry. Most of it should be pushing out of here. And things should start drying out for most of us through the remainder of the afternoon. Alrighty. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. And like these videos, share these videos, and consider subscribing. Love to have you. And we'll catch you back in the next one.